The service of songs for the late Rear Admiral Joseph Omozuya Aikhomu retired was held on Thursday, the 8th of April 2021 at the Dumebo Primary School field in Irua, Edo State, Nigeria. Family and friends of the deceased were in attendance from different parts of the country, including the Governor of Edo State, His Excellency, Governor Godwin Obaseki. The service started with an opening prayer by the priest, Reverend Father Okoedion Augustine, and hymnal renditions by the St. John's Catholic Church Choir. Thereafter, the Bible reading was taken by the first son of the deceased, Wilson Omogbali Aikhomu, after which Igalo Abraham led in a hymnal rendition, before the second Bible reading for the service was taken by the daughter of the deceased, Anita Otobo Aikhomu. In a brief sermon by Reverend Father Okoedion Augustine, he said the late Rear Admiral Joseph Aikhomu reminds him of the first Prime Minister of Congo, Patrice Lumumba. He also mentioned that they are not happy that the late Rear Admiral Joseph Omozuya Aikhomu retired, left so soon. He ended the sermon by saying, "Dying in the Lord means that God is for us and will be for us forever."
In other words, in the case of our brother, Joseph, we are not happy. He said, sorry, not so happy, yet much happier. So sorry, that's the word. Not so happy, yet much happier. We are not happy that our brother Joseph has been withdrawn from us so soon. We least expected he would die so soon. Let's see a young man. But all the same, we are happy that he died in the Lord. Yes. Die in the Lord is the ultimate, as the most important thing that we expect to happen to us at the end. So in the case of our brother, as I said, we are not happy that he is withdrawn from us as a young man, and also he is withdrawn so soon, he's not old, but then that he died in the Lord is what all of us are praying for.
Prayers for mercy were said by family members of the deceased. The intercessory hymn, Ave Maria, was rendered by the priest and choir of St. John's Catholic Church, Irua, in Edo State, which was followed by the communion and prayers. In the remarks of the Governor of Edo State, Governor Godwin Obaseki, he said the late Rear Admiral Joseph Omozuya Aikhomu retired was loving, caring, and honest. He also thanked the church for standing by family members of the deceased.
Like it is for many of us who are here today, it was a big shock for me because I was with him the weekend before he left for Abuja. And little did I know that would be the last time I will see him. But in all things, we should give thanks to God. God brought him here for a purpose. He served his time, and God has called him back. Yes, we will be hurt. Yes, we will be sad. We will feel miserable as family, as friends, as colleagues. But we do not know much what plans God has for him. the Aikhomu family, I want to let you know that the entire Edo State commiserates with you on the passing of your son, father, and brother.
The event to bid the late Rear Admiral Joseph Aikhomu retired final farewell continued with his lying in state in his residence in his country home, Idumebo in Irua, Edo State, Nigeria. As family members, friends and well-wishers of the late Rear Admiral Joseph Aikhomu retired, paid their last respect to a great man.
General salute! Present up! Party! Shoot the arms! Party! Put the arms!
The remains of the late Rear Admiral Joseph Aikhomu was carried to St. John's Catholic Church, Irua, in Edo State, for the church service. The opening prayer was said by the parish priest, St. John's Catholic Church, Reverend Father Augustine Okoediong. In attendance at the event were 7 and retired military chiefs as well as family members and friends of the deceased. The first Bible reading was taken by the first son of the late Rear Admiral Joseph Aikhomu retired, Mr. Wilson Omogbale Aikhomu. It was followed by a responsorial psalm, Out of Debt I Cry to You, O Lord, which was rendered by the St. John's Catholic Church Choir. The second Bible reading was taken by the daughter of the deceased, Anita Otibo Aikhomu, before Reverend Father Patrick Ebote took the last reading for the service. This was followed by prayers of mercy and a short sermon delivered by Reverend Father Peter Simon Osinde, who prayed for forgiveness for the deceased and said how kind and loving he was.
If there's anything that will make us not to be saints, if there's anything that will make us not to enjoy eternal life with God who is in heaven, we are praying, just as we are praying for our father and our brother, that God may forgive him his sins, we are also praying that God may be with us. But let us look at all of us. Is that possible? First of all, in our families, Is that possible in our local government? Is that possible in our states? Is that possible in our country, Nigeria? That we are Christ's saints. Because I know Christ himself came to die for all of us and is calling on each and every one of us to die for another. And in dying for someone, we are taking up our lives. Jesus was taken up, and Jesus was put on the cross. And of course, God glorified him from the cross. By his grace, we are also to be glorified. God himself can do that for all of us, but are we prepared for that? We also know that we talk about peace. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called the children of God. That is to say, if we are to be called children of God, we have to be peacemakers. In Nigeria today, that lacks that. Nigeria lacks peace. Then we need to go out there, fight for this peace. That if our brother, as is in heaven, as he sees that happening in Nigeria, I believe as a saint living with God, he will be happy because his people are happy.
The Holy Communion was administered before the Thanksgiving session. Family members and friends of the late Rear Admiral Joseph Omozuya Aikhomu later danced in, giving thanks to God for all his good works. The vote of thanks was said by the first son of the late Rear Admiral Joseph Aikhomu retired, Wilson Omogbali Aikhomu, before the church service was brought to an end.
Father, please allow me, on behalf of my family, we would like to complete the grotto and give to the church to allow our Catholic faithfuls have a place to pray and talk with our Holy Mary. So please, we will complete that, if you permit. Thank you. Please forgive me if I don't mention some names or organizations. Your prayer and support is felt. To everyone that couldn't be here, that's watching virtually, I thank you. I feel your presence spiritually. The family feels it. You have been great to us. The God that brought us here safely, I pray as we end these ceremonies, He takes you back to your homes safely. There will not be any harm, no incidents. It will be smooth travels back home. Abide with me first, for the eventide. The darkness deepens, Lord, with me abide.
The reception, which took place at the Idumebo Primary School field in Ira in Edo State, had beautiful cultural dance performances by an Akwa Ibom cultural dance troupe which came to pay their last respect to the late Rear Admiral Joseph Aikhomu retired, whose wife, Mrs. Aikhomu, hails from Akwa Ibom State. In attendance at the reception were Chief James Ibori, former governor of Delta State, among others. It was indeed a memorable celebration of life for the Aikhomu family and the people of Ira in Edo State, Nigeria.
A great man, a soldier, philanthropist, just a good man in general, pure, kind heart. That's one thing for sure. Despite everything else, he had a kind heart.
My dad is too much. He's a man of everything. Man of generosity, man of character, man of integrity, honesty, a man of the people, a man that likes to bring people around. Some call him the Godfather because he solved everybody's problems. No matter the amount of challenges it took him, he liked to solve his problems. My dad left a great legacy. His greatest achievement is us, the children. Secondly, he left a very big goodwill. As you can see from the encomium from friends, supporters all over the world. Greatest assets with the children and his goodwill. We miss him a lot, we cherish him. And like I said, the legacy lives within us. We will build upon it to greater heights.
From Biscon Communications, it's farewell to the late Rear Admiral Joseph Aikhomu retired.